Let's talk about James Harden. Hopefully for the last time this season, because I've spoken about him way too much, and he's been kicked out of the playoffs. It's been reported by Chris Haynes that James Harden is expected to turn down his player option and exercise free agency. His target is to be a free basketball player and to actually be on the team that's built to compete. The free basketball player thing sounds like either a shot at Doc Rivers or Joel Embiid, because a lot of people said that James Harden, had to change his game for Joel Embiid, and this is partially true. However, um, James Harden, even when Joel Embiid wasn't there, he wasn't always that free player that he was talking about. Or meaning he wasn't. It was not like he was letting them shots fly or making shots like crazy when Joel Embiid wasn't there. It happened once against Boston, but if you've watched Philly all season long, you know that this is pretty much an outlier, and that is benefited greatly from all of the double teams that Joel Embiid was seeing and the lack of attention that was on him defensively. And he's shown that he's capable of going crazy, going for 40, 50. But he's also shown that he's not a reliable offensive threat anymore, that he's not as explosive as he once was, that he can't get by good defenders um, at a high clip. He can't draw fouls anymore. And as a result of that, he has to make a lot of threes to be a factor in the game. And when his shot is off, it gives you games like game two, game three, game five, and game six, and game seven. Now, game five, it was okay because Stephen A. Smith had a stat that blew me on first take about James Harden. I didn't even pay attention to this. I was like, yeah, I know he's super inconsistent, but Stephen A. Smith said that during the series, he had those 240 pointers. So great games, right? Other than that, he has never scored over more than 4 field goals in a game. This is insane to me. Insane. He was out there shooting tour dates, like Jalen Rose like to say, 4 for 16, 3 for 11, 4 for 16 again, with 5 turnovers, getting cooked by Jalen Brown on defense and everything. But anyways, that's besides the point. The reason why I'm actually here is to actually debate whether or not the Sixers should actually want James Harden back, because James Harden led the league in assists, and he's shown the ability to play the pick and roll with Joel Embiid pretty efficiently, at least throughout the regular season, right? A lot of people will assume, that since Harden is still on the back of the jersey, that he's still a super valuable player, that he's still a top 20 player, but I beg to differ. Uh, he has very high highs. He has top 15 to top 5 highs in the league, but on a regular basis is more like a top 30, and his lows are scrub level, quite frankly. I believe that the Sixers, if they're going to do anything, they need to really hang their hats on the defensive end at first. So they need to find either a co-star or a bunch of role players that can play tough defense to go along with your Embiid and space the floor. You entrust Tyrese Maxey to improve. You trade Tobias Harris and you get a number 3 or number 2A. A CJ McCollum type of player. Not him, but someone around that level. That's also a 2-way player. And you go from there with a better coach than Doc Rivers. But you do not bring James Harden back. Especially for the type of money that he's going to ask. He's also going to ask for long-term commitment, and he's not getting any younger. He's not going to be better next season, nor in 2 years, nor in 3 years. And if you commit to him long-term, you're going to hand like in a Chris Paul situation with a good player, a good to great player that's going to be good enough to take you to the second round, if you're lucky to the conference finals, but you're not winning no rings with an aging James Harden. And by the time he's old, He's going to be completely washed up with one of the worst contracts in the league, and he's going to be super hard to move, just like Chris Paul is right now. So you do not resign James Harden if you're Philly, in my opinion. So anyways, I just wanted to come in, check in, and give my opinion about James Harden's future. Get in the comment section and tell me whether you agree with me or not, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.